Hello, and welcome to the Creo Illustrate demonstration. Let's take a look at Creo Illustrate. Creo Illustrate provides capabilities to communicate complex service information concepts graphically in 3D. Users can reuse 3D CAD data to create rich, interactive service information such as step-by-step procedures, 3D interactive illustrations, and 3D animations. Changes to the 3D design data can be automatically propagated to the downstream service deliverables, saving time, reducing errors, and ensuring up-to-date, accurate information. The first thing we're going to do is open up a Creo file. A friendly configuration window pops up, but we'll leave it as it is. If we go ahead and check the illustration, you'll notice how quickly the assembly becomes available. Creo Illustrate performs extremely well with large assemblies, which is key when dealing with assemblies that may have thousands and thousands of components. Now, the image is initially a sort of black and white, but we can quickly alter the render mode to give the model a more aesthetic feel. Multiple rendering options are available through the right mouse button menu, and we'll just flip through a few of them here. The visualization regenerates almost instantly, allowing the user to try a number of options without long wait times. You'll see all the assemblies that are available within the overall structure, proving that although it may look like a cartoon drawing, it is fully interactable and able to be manipulated to the user's preference. Let's say we want to create an animation involving a particular part of this assembly, the timing belt assembly specifically. We can add a part in our model tree and name it Belt Assembly Parts. We'll also add a part for the required tools. We can now go through our engineering BOM and select the multiple parts and assemblies we want to focus on. We'll just drag and drop them into our new part in the service BOM. We can also select a part visually, like the main tensioner, find it in the E-BOM, and drag it into the S-BOM. Now that we're done selecting our assemblies, we can close the edit and select the belt assembly in the service BOM. We can change our view of the assembly to perspective and give it a more of a drawing appearance by switching the render mode to HLR. We can generate callouts for selected parts to improve communication and collaboration. We'll select numbered annotations and add them to each component. While we can have multiple parts available in the service BOM, we can also work in multiple figures within a single illustration file. We'll add a new figure and select the belt assembly parts again, but this time we'll insert a symbol of a torque wrench that we can use in the animation. By inserting the wrench, it is added to the E-BOM, which we can access by editing the structure, and then add it to the tools required. Now that we've added it to our service BOM, we can delete the 3D symbol and then add the torque wrench back into the illustration directly from the S-BOM. The wrench is rather far away though, so we're going to assemble the illustration the way we want it. If we select the wrench, then Add Selected, we can move the wrench to where it needs to be by defining an origin on the face of the wrench and setting the destination to the face behind the hex nut. We'll apply those changes, but the wrench didn't move. In order to actually move the wrench into position, we need to set another destination as the front face of the hex nut and set the origin as the whole part, the wrench. Now, when we go to add the selected wrench, off it goes to the position we want. Now that the wrench is in the proper position, we want to manipulate it with respect to its location. If we could have the wrench start on its own, then apply itself onto the hex nut, then rotate to loosen the part of the belt assembly, that would be great. Let's select the wrench in translation mode in the Home tab, and we can move it wherever we want in any plane. Let's just move it out slightly before we start the animation. In the Animation tab, we'll go to Advanced Editing and select Capture to begin. Now, anything we do to the illustration will be captured in the animation timeline below. We can rotate the wrench using rotation mode and then translate it away from the assembly. If we go to the Home tab and explode the lines, we can visually see the path that the wrench originally took. We'll redirect this path to follow the wrench head to the hex nut, and then navigate back to the animation. Adding a number of effects is simple. Just select the part, view the effects dropdown, and we'll choose Fade Out. Bringing the animation time to 0, we can now play our animation from start to finish. You've now seen how Creo Illustrate allows us to quickly create, capture, and play back detailed 3D animation sequences. Thank you for viewing this PTC demonstration. We appreciate your time.